coming to downtown Akron, but not a new company. They've established themselves for over 20 years in the Akron area, and that is the State and Federal Communications Incorporated, and Elizabeth Bartz is with us. Elizabeth is the president and CEO, but as of tomorrow, with the ribbon-cutting ceremony, she's moving her offices right to downtown Akron, and I thought that was a story when I saw that of Elizabeth investing into downtown Akron. I love the story, and Elizabeth, thanks for joining us in the studio. Appreciate the time.
Thank you, Ray, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. So first of all, let's talk for those that don't know. Talk about your business for over the last 20 years.
What we do, Ray, is we keep track of lobbying and campaign finance laws for corporations and trade associations who are involved in government relations around the country. So we don't just do Ohio, we don't just do federal, we do all 50 states, and now we're also doing international. So we keep people out of trouble. That's the motto.
Okay,
keep people out of trouble.
So Elizabeth, in a nutshell, what do you do? Simplify it for me. What do you do out of the office?
What we do is keep track of, we monitor what's going on in the states.
Mm-hmm.
About changes that are being made regarding what is lobbying, what is not lobbying.
Nice.
How much can you contribute to a candidate? Can a corporation contribute to a candidate? Do you have to have a political action committee? It's a very niche business.
Boy, it sounds like it. Gosh, I'd like to know the nuts and bolts one day. That's an interview for another day. I'd like to know all about that. With us is Elizabeth Bartz, President, CEO, State and Federal Communications Incorporated. But as I mentioned, ribbon-cutting press conference coming up tomorrow because you're taking your offices into downtown Akron. So talk about that decision.
Well, I love downtown Akron. When I moved here from Washington, D.C., I lived in Alexandria, Virginia. They had about 100,000 people there, or they had 100,000, and Akron had about twice that. And I was ready for a little bigger city. I grew up in Warren, Ohio, so that was Baby Bear. Cleveland was Papa Bear, and Akron was Mama Bear.
So you spent some time at the Packard Music Hall, huh?
Oh, my gosh, yes. Definitely. But I had the opportunity to move my company to Ohio, and I wanted to be in Akron. I have a lot of friends and family here, and it was the perfect place to start my business. And we have been in Akron. We started off on Akron Peninsula Road, moved to Merriman Road. For 20 years, I was at South Summit Street, And we are moving from 19,000 square feet to 27,000 square feet at the O'Neill's building, looking out on Main Street.
So you talk about history, and you talk about right being in the heart of downtown Akron, and sounds like that's where you want to be.
That's where I want to be. I want to be part of the action.
So when you looked at this, was the O'Neill's building someplace that you had circled, or did you just say, hey, I got to be downtown?
I just said I wanted to be downtown. I was using Pappas Realty to find places. I didn't have time to really look. So we had been looking for some places in downtown Akron. And this one, the lease came out perfect. It was exactly what I needed. It was the space that I needed for the future of my company.
Well, when you look at it as well, Elizabeth, and obviously you know this or else you wouldn't be moving there, downtown Akron is just wonderful right now with the choices, what you can do with entertainment, the food choice. I could go on and on of what they've done, and I'm sure that stands out to you as well, being a business owner.
It does. We love being able to walk down the street to go to the Civic Theater. I've never had more tickets to the Civic Theater than I do now. And there are so many great restaurants that are opening and are still there. And the entertainment, we are right across the street from the Akron Rubber Ducks. So at a time when I only had 2 tickets to the Rubber Ducks, Ken Babby made sure I had 4, since now I'm right across the street from them.
Your offices look over, if I know right, correct?
Yeah, but I don't think from my office I can see anything other than a home run.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm on the 3rd floor.
Tomorrow, by the way, the ribbon cutting is between 1 and 2 o'clock, and Eileen Shapiro is going to be there. And the new mayor, Shamus Malik, is going to be there. President, CEO of the Greater Akron Chamber, Steve Millard, is going to be there. I imagine you've had conversations with all of them to get all this done.
Yes, yes. They're all very excited and proud of what we've done. And they hear too many companies moving off of Main Street, out of Akron. And so I am just glad that they're happy.
And to take it full circle, you've got more square footage in the O'Neill's building. I take it that means your business is expanding or plans in the future to give you room to expand.
Exactly. I needed to plan that now for the future of the company. Not getting any younger, So I didn't want, anybody else to have to deal with this. It's like, I think I've gotten you enough square footage to last a very long time.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love the story, and Joyce brought it to my attention. I said, yeah, can we get her in studio? Great idea. Love it that you're going to the O'Neill's building. You talk about the history there in downtown Akron. Your business is expanding. It's been a big staple here in the greater Akron area, and even more to come. So congratulations. I know you're busy tomorrow with the ribbon cutting ceremonies. I hope someday that I can get an invite and tour your offices once you get everything set up down there.
Yeah, I think you might have a connection that can help you with that.
I think I might. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Elizabeth Bartz with us live in studio, President, CEO, State and Federal Communications Incorporated. And again, they have their ribbon cutting ceremonies tomorrow. They're taking their business into the O'Neill's building. Let's get you traffic and weather.